All right, year 12. So in this example, this is actually taken from question 3, where they say shortest pathway inspection. So you just trial and erroring. I actually want to take that opportunity to show you how to do it Dijkstra's method for table and also diagram. Okay, so this one I'm going to be doing the table version. Okay, and then we'll do a diagram and you can see which one's faster as well. Okay, and you then can choose whichever method you want to do, but in the exam, likely the inspection is probably the fastest way. Table is just nice and organized, that's all. So here we go. We're going to do a nice table over here, and we're going to go from A to I. All right, well, essentially when you do Dijkstra's algorithm, you're going to find the best distance to all vertices. But we start off with A, and we're going to do B, C, D, E, F, G, and H, and then I. Woo! This is going to be a big table, I reckon. All right, so same thing. A to B, yes, I can connect A to B. I can go from A to B, which is going 5, so I'm going to write here 5. I can go from A to C. Yes, I can. It's 4. And A to D, can't do it. A to E, yes. A to E is connected by 8. And A can't connect to anything else, so I'm going to cross all that. Okay? And then out of all this, which one is the best route? Clearly, whoops, not 5. Clearly, C, which is 4. Is the next best smallest value, or the first smallest value that I've got. So that means that's a column of C. So I start off with C, and I box out the 4. So 4 is good. I've got 4, right? Then I say, all right, well, after I've confirmed C, C's done. C has the best route. So I'm going to highlight that just to remind ourselves. This is a distance of 4, okay? And then from C, I then find the connection to say B. No, C doesn't connect to B, but I have a 5 there, so I'm going to write 5 here. What about C to D? No, C doesn't connect to D, and there's nothing before. What about C to E? No, it doesn't connect, and still I've got an 8 there. And then what about C to F? C to F is an extra 10, so 4 plus 10 now gives me 14. And then what about C to G? No, doesn't reach it, and that's about it. Doesn't reach anything else. So now in this next list, which one is the next best route? So clearly 5 is my next best route. So once I box it, remember that means B is done now. So that means I'm going to highlight this and say B is sorted. This is 5 and that's 4, right? Then I go into my next route and I say, all right, well, B is the next best one. So 5 and 4 is already sorted for C. And then now from B, can I connect to D? Yes, I can. B can get to D by going an extra 8. So 5 and extra 8 gives me now 13. Okay, I'm going to zoom out just so it's easier to see. And then what about B to E? B can go to E by adding an extra 9. So B to E, an extra 9. 5 with an extra 9 gives you now 14. And then what about B to F? B to F, no, can't reach it directly, but I do previously have a 14 here as well. And then what about B to G? B to G, no, can't reach it, so cross. H can't cross it, and I can't reach. Okay, so again, here in this step here, what is my next best route? Well, 13 is the next best route, so that ticks off D. So I now know D is my next best route, which gives me 13. Okay, that was the best route that I've got so far. Oh, whoa, I almost made a mistake here. Sorry, I just realized this is 14, but 8 is the smallest value, so this should have been 8. Woo, almost made that mistake. So actually, no, 8 is the next best route. And the reason why I knew I made a mistake because I looked at this by inspection using Dijkstra's method. I can see that 8 was the better route. So now I'm going to rub that out and still keep this as 13 so far. And then E is confirmed as the next best route. So 8. Okay. And then I say, all right, well, 8 is now done. And then I go, all right, what can I do? That's on column E. So column E. So I've confirmed 5 for B, 4 for C, 8 for E. So from E now, okay, where can I go from E? So E to F, yes, I can connect. E to F is an extra 6. So E is currently 8. 8 plus 6 is 14 as well. So it seems like I've got 2 ways to get to 14 here. If you remember, to get to 14, it was clearly from A to B, and then B to F. No. A to C, sorry. A to C and then C to F. A to C and then C to F. So A to C is 4, C to F is 10. Okay, I'm looking at the table at the moment. Anyways, where was I up to? I was up to E. So E to F was an extra 6, which is 14 as well. And then E to D. E to D was an extra 6. E to D was an extra 6. And that's currently, E is currently 8 plus 6 is 14. So now 13 is still better. So remember, if it was 14, the 13 is a smaller value. So I'd rather have 13 there. And then what about E to G? No, it doesn't go, but E to H is an extra 12. So 8 with an extra 12 gives me now 20. And that's still a cross there. And E to I is also a cross. Okay, so now I look at this list and say, which one's the next best route? Is clearly 13. And how did I get 13? That was going from A to B, which is 5, 5 to D, which is an extra 13. So again, I should write the numbers. E is 8, and then here's currently 14 for F, and H is 20. Cool. So as I highlight them, it means I've done them, and they're the next best route. Okay, and then from here, same thing. I highlighted D is 13, so next row is 13. So 5 is sorted. C is sorted with 4. D is now sorted with 13. That's where I'm starting. And E was sorted with 8. And that's all that's sorted. So I still have F, G, H, and I to sort out. So from D, can I get to F? So from D, no, I can't get to F. So 14 is still going to be there. Can I go from D to G? No, I can't go from D to G. Doesn't exist. What about D to H? Yes, D to H is an extra 10. So D is currently 13, and an extra 10 makes it 23. But notice that 20 is smaller than 23, so my best route is still 20. Okay, and then what about D to I? No, I can't reach I, so it's still crossed off. So out of this list here, the next one, F, which has 14, is the next best route. So how do I get that 14? Remember, this one was the tricky one where there were 2 ways to get there. It could be A to C to 10, plus 10, so C to F is 14. Or there was another route that was going from A to B. Okay, sorry. Let me just look at that again. That was to get 14. I could go A to E, which is 8, and then 8 to F. So A, E, F is also 14 as well. So this is what I mean by doing it by inspection. If you don't follow in the algorithm, you can see here it's easier to read. That's why this video over here, they use subscripts. They use subscripts to keep track of which one they did, and that makes it much more clear. But if you can keep tabs, or if you write the numbers, say if you got a double up, you can write 14 from C or 14 from E, subscript E, to remind yourself. That's up to you. Okay, or you can write 14CE to help remember. Okay, but we know 14 is the next one, so that means F is my next column to work with. So I go from F here, and then I say, right, I've got B sorted with 5, C sorted with 4, D sorted with 13, E sorted with 8, F is sorted with 14, and now I need to figure out G, H, and I. So from F, which is 14, whoops, I deleted 14, I need to now see, can I connect to G? Yes, that's an extra 4. So 14 plus 4 now makes this 18. What about from F to H? No, F can't go to H, so it is still 20. What about F to I? No, still can't do. So out of these two, clearly 18 is my next best route, and that's in the column of G. Okay, so column of G. So again, 5, 4. Once you box them, it means it's done. It's the best route possible. So this helps you understand which ones you've finished off. So I'm at G now at 18. So right now G is at 18, and I'm going to highlight that to remind ourselves. And then from here, G, where can I go? Can I go to H? No, still can't go to H, but I know previously I got there at 20. And then what about G to I? Yes, I can. That's an extra 8. So G to I is 28. Out of the two numbers there, the next best route is 20. Whoops, why did I highlight it? I should box it. So that's 20, and that gives me H. So H, which is at 20, and I'm writing all of this again, so it's 14. So this is the algorithm. You can see you have to repeat the ones that you already got sorted, just so you can see the route. And so H, which is currently at 20, how did you get 20? It was coming from, not D, sorry. 20 was the result of A to E to H, which is 20. That's why I'm doing a subscript. You wrote H-E, okay, 20E, that will remind you that you got 20 coming from E, and then you know where the next best route is. So we can see that I'm highlighting right now all the best routes. So 20 is the next best one, and then from H, can I get to I? Yes, I can. That's an extra 8 to get there. So 20 with an extra 8 now gives me 28 as well. So that means 28 looks like you can get to 28 from, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. 18 plus 8 is 26. Woo, I made a mistake here. That should be 26. So that tells me that 20 plus 8 gives me 28, while 18 plus 8 gives me 26. Sorry, I must have made a mistake a bit earlier there. So 26 and 28, which one is a better route? Clearly 26 is better, and that concludes I. Okay, and so that means I don't highlight this route, and I only highlight G to I. There you go. So that is my table. So if you were to read this table without even looking at the diagram, which is the best route from A to I? Here we go. You start off with 26, go up the column of I. So column of I finish off at row G. Okay, so that means I'm going to go until I get to column G. Column G is here. I go up column G until I finish all of 18, and then I'm now in row F. So row F, I go to column F again, finish off all the column of F until it stops and it reaches C. So that means I go to column C and go up all the way of column C. That reached me column A, row A. So there we go. So the pathway that I'm taking, you can see here, is A to C. Okay, so I go to C, and then A to C, and then from C, clearly I'm going to F. Okay, you can see here, F, and then the next column I go to is G. Okay, you can see the column, next one is G that I've highlighted, and then afterwards I went towards I. There you go. So A, C, F, G, I is the best route. So you can see which one that represents. So A to C to F to G to I was the best route that I've got there, and that gives me 26. Okay, let's see, 4 plus 10 is 14, 14 plus 4 is 18, 18 plus 4 is 26. So you can see that is the best route using Dijkstra's algorithm and the table method. Okay, so that took me 14 minutes to explain. I'm going to do the Dijkstra's algorithm by inspection and see if you understand what I mean by it being faster. This is just more rigorous, that's all. Okay.